classic case. I haven't said it yet this week. You're wrong, Jordan.
Well, no, I guess we had that moment when we... Was it you who got a PSP first, I think? Or
Yeah,
me?
I bought mine launch.
We had that
launch
night
day.
where we were just like, dude, check all the stuff you can do. You can like put videos and MP3s and all this stuff, and it was so awesome. And
PSP is still great for that.
yeah, well, it's good for having everything while you're gone.
It's a I use the web browser on mine. I use the MP3 player on mine. I use the video player on mine. I use it to play games.
I definitely think it's underrated, but
absolutely, yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, it has a nicer screen.
The only thing it can do better is actually release decent video converting software, because right now it's crap. You have to get PSP Video 9, which like your average consumer is not going to know what that is. Like,
well, it's freeware.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to find that. Like, think about it. The average person like has trouble using Google sometimes.
You know what? If it's not on the website, it will be tonight.
Well, HackMyStuff, yeah, but the average person's not going to go there, right? So, and then there's the official Sony one, which I think the Sony site sites, I guess is the right word.
I also use,
but that costs money too.
PSP Video Express. PSP Video Express, really good one.
Is that official on the Sony site? And is it easily findable by like from a Sony site? Does it go, here it is? You have to pay like $15 for it, and it works like crap.
This is freeware, except if you want to convert actual DVD movies.
Yeah,
like DVD.
What I'm just saying is that, like the Sony one, which is official, costs you money to buy.
Yeah.
And apparently it works worse than the freeware. So yes, the freeware works, and it works okay. It's not the most user-friendly thing, at least not PSP Video 9. Like being somewhat of a tech person, can use it pretty easily.
Think about it this way though. If anybody, I mean, a lot of people will either the Joe noob or the person that's not going to look, they're going to be, if they want to watch a video on their PSP, are probably going to be buying a UMD disc.
No, they're not.
Apparently
they're not, because they didn't.
Well, no, I mean, they're not selling worth a damn. But people, people generally speaking, if they don't know any better, don't know that they can convert video and put it on their PSP, are probably just going to go out and buy or rent a UMD disc. I'm willing to bet that a large percentage of the people that know they can convert video are going to take the time to look on Google or do some little bit of research to find out what's freeware and what. Well, I mean, PSP Video 9 was almost available from day one. There was one. I remember when we started that, it wasn't available like from day one. It was very close. Yeah.
But there was one, I think, when we were first converting videos, like the day of. I got it from GameSpot. It was like this terrible thing.
Oh,
it started off in Japanese or something, and you had to like
you
had to like follow instructions from a site to get to the right language.
Well, I remember you had your machine, and we were both in the back there. We were sitting at separate computers.
I think we both tried the same thing. It's like drag and drop a video and see if that works, and it didn't at all.
Yeah, so there's definitely much better software out there.
I remember the E3 that Sony showed off the PSP. And they're showing off how easy this video conversion is. So easy, Exhibit can do it. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
He came out and he was like, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up?" And he came up, and then like Phil Harrison proceeded to like do everything with this video software thing, and Exhibit was like, "See ya, everybody." As he walked off the stage, the entire time Exhibit was like, "Yep, I sure know what you're doing there."
That's funny. No, I
didn't
see
plus
that.
It was also the scene of like Exhibit beside Phil Harrison.
Yeah, that's
exact opposites.
That's not something you see every day.
No.
Gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick here. It's getting late for me, and I got some other things on the go. So we're gonna move over to the sort of what you've been playing and new releases and things like that for the coming week, and what we've been playing and what's coming out. So let's start with Jordan. What have you made a list, I think, or you were going to make a list of stuff that you had been playing?
There we go.
I think it's right there.
It's a very short list because of my issues with my computer.
Okay.
So I was kind of sweating that.
See, Jordan's having issues with his computer. Jordan's got the touch of death with electronics.
Oh, okay. So far I've had my old video card, its fan dropped off. This is like the past year. My fan dropped off, still worked, but my 360 broke, my Wii broke. My XP recently, last week I had mentioned that it was having trouble.
And you hacked it?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got a hack. I did that for you. That wasn't a repeat. No, I had, like I mentioned last week, was that it wasn't working very well, and me being like the slacker I am, I just didn't bother doing anything until it was too late. So, kind of semi-long story, I won't go too much into it, but said when you logged on, you need to activate it before you can log on. And then I went to say, okay, I have a hack, so I activated it. And then it would go back to the login screen saying that I've already activated it, so just log in again. Endless loop. Went back to safe mode, tried other hacks that I had already ready for my computer just in case. None of them worked, and one of them ended up looping my system from startup. So it would start up, go to the Windows screen, where it says Windows XP, and then it would just jump back and start loading it again. So I couldn't even get the safe mode from there. So I ended up having to. Now you can't bug me about it because I ended up having to purchase XP for $135. So everything works great now.
Okay. So what have you been playing?
A little bit of World of Warcraft. Got my guy almost up to 65. He's on the verge. I just didn't feel like finishing it that night.
I'm not going to ask you what server you're on. I ask you every week. I'm not going to ask.
Go back to the previous podcast or something if you really want to know. A little bit of Resident Evil 4 until I got sick of seeing those dots.
Okay.
Which was like not even an hour in.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, it's...
Like, it was right from the get-go, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just like the kind of thing where it just took me out, like, in the cutscenes, people had the green dots over their face, and it took me right out of the experience, and I was completely unimpressed with Nintendo at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
Good customer service, but...
But no, that was...
I shouldn't have had to talk to customer service, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Doing any DS stuff, PSP...
I played a little bit of more Pokemon, I guess. I got my guy up to like 17 or whatever.
Crystal or Diamond? What one are you playing?
Pearl or Diamond.
Pearl or Diamond?
Diamond.
Okay.
Played a little bit of that. I don't know. It's not that great.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was bored, so I was like, whatever. I'll just pull this out.
Hang with little kids and play some Pokemon.
Yeah, I went to good old preschool and started talking.
Am I smoking some drugs? Did you tell me that you weren't actually all that fired up about that game? That you'd heard and read really good things about it, and then you bought it, and you were kind of
the
underwhelmed.
music's not as good as the old one. I missed the old music. It had like
Is that the only thing you missed is the music?
Well, and the fact that like when I first played this game, like it came out and I was one of the target audience, so I had watched the show and bought all the cards and stuff like that. So yeah, I had like known what every Pokemon was at that time, and now it's like I've seen like 3 recognizable Pokemon out of like 20 I have, and it's not the same thing when you don't know what they are and you don't watch the source material anymore. And
that's not so good.
It's kind of like how, like someone who watches football or whatever every week and gets all hyped up into it.
That'd be me.
Yeah, and you buy Madden, you know everybody and you know all the plays and everything, and then I go play Madden. It's a different experience because I don't really know what I'm doing. It's not quite the same experience for me. So I think it's kind of
gotcha.
It's got a correlation between that. So
yep.
I don't know. I liked it. It was okay, but
okay. I can dig it.
Too into it.
For me, I haven't been doing a whole lot myself either. Trying to play a little bit of World of Warcraft. Trying to find some time to play that. I haven't really. I think I bumped my guy up a level. I think I've spent 20 minutes maybe playing it in the last week, which I should really invest some more time in. Tried to rent The Darkness over the weekend. Yeah,
I want to rent that too. I want to try Overlord out a bit. You know what? I've had the Overlord demo on my 360 for like 3 weeks and I haven't even tried it yet.
A buddy of mine has the full version for PC. I don't know about 360, but PC wise, he mentioned that he had had it for PC.
This is Overlord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess Darkness.
Well, because you can get it for 360 and PC.
Yeah.
So he's been playing that. He was saying really good things about it. He said it was really enjoyable, really fun.
Apparently, it's like Fable. So.
Well, that's what I
like the style.
You read my mind because I asked him quite specifically. I said, "Is it like Fable?" Because that's what it looks like anyway.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, not really. Like, I mean, it's."
I don't think it's like Fable in gameplay. I think it's like Fable in style and humor and
sort of
like
art style and things like that. Yeah, I would agree with you there. But no, I haven't played any of that. I'd like to try that. I'd like to try Darkness, but no